You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we're going to talk about Caleb Williams. Of course, this story came out the other day. I did a video on it, on the fact that his father turned over every freaking stone imaginable to try to keep Caleb Williams from having to go to the Chicago Bears. He didn't want to go to the Chicago Bears. He wanted to go to the rival Minnesota Vikings. Now, shockingly, but not shockingly, I expected it, a lot of Bears fans tried to explain this away. One former NFL quarterback, he's like the rest of us. Nah, this is some entitled BS. It is. All right. And I got to tell you, there was a lot of questions, and I've told you guys this. I'm going to forever bring it up until it looks like I'm wrong. But I told you I had Jaden Daniels as the number one quarterback coming out in that draft. But I didn't have Caleb number 2. It was J.J. McCarthy. And Michael Penix was number 3. Caleb was number 4 on my ranking. All right? And, Caleb Williams put up some good statistical numbers, but he still had the same deficiencies he had in college, which was holding on to the ball too long, taking too many sacks. I don't want to hear about that offensive line. Yeah, it's not a good offensive line. It's also not a terrible offensive line. He would not throw the ball away. Well, we all heard everything that came out from that Seth Wickersham article the other day about even things like his dad, they didn't want to make the rookie wage scale, and his dad tried to burn the CBA down. And it's crazy because I assume somebody went to his dad and said, look, you do understand this was specifically put in the CBA to not have to pay rookie quarterbacks a ridiculous amount of money anymore. That used to be the case, i.e. Sam Bradford, and it was crippling organizations for years. They changed it as protection. These guys have never played in the NFL. I mean, you should not have. Rookie quarterbacks used to come in and make what the top quarterbacks in the league made right off the bat. The NFL said enough of that nonsense. So, Boomer Esiason came out. Of course, he was a legendary quarterback in the 80s. I'm not sure, and into the 90s. I'm not sure people understand how good Boomer was in a very non-throwing time of the league. It was not a passing league back then. Boomer made a Super Bowl. He was a 4-time Pro Bowler. He was a 1-time All-Pro. He was the 1988 MVP. I mean, Boomer Esiason was ridiculous. He was throwing touchdown numbers that you just didn't see back then. Him and Dan Marino, really. I mean, 27 touchdowns, 24 touchdowns, 28, 24. I mean, you just did not see those kind of numbers back then, right? These 3,500, 3,000, almost 4,000 passing yards in a time where that did not happen, folks. Almost 38,000 yards, 247 touchdowns in his career. Boomer Esiason, Caleb Williams better cross his fingers and hope his career goes as well as Boomer Esiason's. Shit, he might be the greatest Chicago Bears quarterback ever if he puts those numbers up. I guess he would be. Listen to Boomer.
When you think about this, I think a lot of these kids and their parents are nowadays, and that the level of entitlement is breathtaking. And it's no wonder why he failed initially, and it's no wonder why the coach got fired. So now they go out and get an offensive coach in Ben Johnson, and you know what? Now it's on his ass. It's going to be on his ass to live up to these so-called lofty expectations that he has for himself and that his father has for his son. And I understand, that there could be a discussion, hey, this is where quarterbacks go to die. Well, go fix it. Be the reason that the team is going to turn it around and you be the player that you think you are. And I would just tell them, just keep your mouth shut. You're going into the greatest league that there's ever been for the sport that we all love. You're going to have a chance one day to make $500 million because guys like me and guys before me all went on strike so you could actually make more money. So keep your pie hole shut and go out and play football and earn your keep and earn your respect. When you think about this.
So Boomer crushed him. Let's go back to that graphic because it's got the rookie QBs, and Drake May didn't start as many games, but the thing that would make me nervous, that's 62.5% completion percentage. Drake May was up there. Bo Nix was up there. Jaden Daniels was way up there. All right? I mean, Drake May had nearly as many rushing yards as Caleb Williams in, 5 less games? And by the way, I think Michael Penix is going to be really good. Really good. God, he's got a cannon on him. He can scoot around a little bit. Bo Nix did exactly what I thought he was going to do. Sort of do the I'm going to matriculate the ball down the field, hit the guys I need to hit, take care of the ball, and be a timing and rhythm quarterback. Caleb Williams better watch himself because he's in a position now where, it's wide open. It's wide open now. By the way, he made another claim the other day about he didn't have any guidance in order to watch film. And now, unfortunately for him, you got 2 ex-NFL players in Emmanuel Acho and James Jones that are calling bullshit on that. They're like, this is not how watching film takes place, generally speaking. Something smelled fishy to former NFL players who serve as Fox Sports 1 analysts regarding this report that Williams didn't get help watching film properly, that he had to watch it on his own. Former NFL players James Jones and Emmanuel Acho on FS1's program, The Facility, directed fans to normal procedure in NFL practice facilities and said the entire report about the film situation sounds unlikely. They're just saying it sounds like a damn lie. They fixed the blame more on Williams. If he didn't get what he needed from the film review, quote, Caleb Williams does not get his hand held in the NFL because nobody gets their hand held in the NFL, said Acho, a former Eagles linebacker who played 288 snaps on defense in 20 NFL games. So there's a difference between not helping your quarterback and babying your quarterback. I do not know of any coach telling you what to watch. I do know of a coach telling you what to watch out for, but there's a difference. Hey, if you see a nickel back leaking in, he might be blitzing. Watch out for that. But coach is not going to tell you what to watch. That's your responsibility. You're a pro athlete, not an amateur athlete. Wow. Check this out. This guy says, not to compare, but Jaden Daniels is at the facility at 3:30 a.m. every morning watching film, hours before anyone is there. Caleb's complaining to his dad that no one tells him what film to watch. It's the silliest thing I've ever heard from a grown man. So he getting destroyed over it. And that was the one part of the story that raised a lot of eyebrows the other day because he got smoked over the rest of it, and he should have. But that part is everybody was like, oh, well, that doesn't sound like very good coaching, blah, blah, blah. And now you got these NFL players peeling back the curtain going, no, damn it, that's not how that works at all. Nobody's there to hold his hand while watching film. I mean, that's crazy. And they all sat down together to watch film, by the way. I mean, literally, these quarterback rooms will get together with their quarterback. They'll sit in a room, backup quarterback's there. They'll look at plays, what could have been done here. The backup quarterback chimes in. You get the point. I knew it was a more collaborative setting, but you also got to take it upon yourself to learn how to read the defenses and while you're looking at a film and understand what is going on there. Bears fans, good luck. I mean, there was just a few people out there prior to the draft, like Merrill Hodge, that was willing to put their necks out, Amani Toomer, Robert Mathis, that were willing to criticize Caleb Williams. And the Bears were in a hell of a position because the fan base and the media had him as the overwhelming best quarterback coming out in that draft. And somebody said it, maybe it was Boomer, in fact. Somebody brought up the fact that the Redskins had every quarterback in at one time to go play golf together. You know why they did that? They wanted to see interaction. They wanted to see camaraderie. They wanted to see personality, interaction. I just got this strangest feeling in the world that if the Redskins / Commanders would have had the number 1 overall pick, Jaden Daniels would have still been their selection. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.